that third, you get that anything to the third. I think that's like there goes stand up steal for us. And I would have him swinging away for sure here.
2 balls, 1 strike. You'd think he'd want to try and groove it up. That's what we do. Inside the bag.
It didn't. Third today, playing second base.
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome. I think we're up there.
So grab it up. One out. Up to bat. First pitch ball to Tate. A little outside, umpire tells us. After Tate is going to be Dylan Michael. One ball, 1 strike on Tate here.
Looked like a little bit of a change up there.
Yeah, I think he got him on that one. Tate watched a good pitch there.
I think he was.
2 balls, 1 ball, 2 strikes, sorry. Tate fouls it off. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tate.
Staying alive.
Base hit here, score Bryce. Oh, tough to watch that one, Dennis. Oh, Lord. 2-2 on Tate. Guess they got a better view of it down there than we do up here.
Well,
got him, swinging. All right, 2 outs. Bryce still on third. Dylan Michaels at bat. Dylan's been swinging a strong bat recently, so maybe he can move him up. Strike 1 to Dylan. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dylan.
Looked pretty similar pitch. Right
yeah. Boy, I hate to strand Bryce at third this inning, but let's see what Dylan can do for us here. Ball 2 to Dylan. Oh, the Bugs are back, Dennis.
They're back.
Yeah. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Dylan. Strike 2. 3-2. Full count on Dylan.
There's that high pitch.
Yep. There's a dribbler. Could be tough.
Well,
great play by the shortstop Russo. Got Dylan out. So CSP scores 1 in the bottom of the first, and we'll take a break, like Kyle says, to pay some bills.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned, Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center. Serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro Equipment for their support.
Oh.
Are we back, folks? Sorry if you haven't heard anything. As first batter for Westfield, number 00 Stein, he's got a count of 2-2. He didn't miss a lot, so that's okay.
We apologize for a couple of rookies.
Yeah, Dennis and I are trying our best here. Strikeout for Austin. That's his third strikeout so far in this game. He's throwing a good game so far.
Yeah, he has been. He had found a pretty good groove there early on, and then they got that hit.
Number 2, Vasante. Third baseman today for Westfield. He's a big kid. I think this is another one we don't want to serve it up to. Strike 2, Vasante. I think he has 0 balls and 2 strikes right now at the moment. Here comes the pitch from Austin. Oh, Austin steps off. Didn't like what he saw there. Pitch from Austin, strike 3. Struck him out with 3 pitches. Okay.
Nothing like being efficient.
No, that'll keep the pitch count down.
That's right.
Next up is the left fielder Lawrence, number 15. Correct. Swings at a high ball there.
That one was going to go over the fence.
And that helped that helped Austin out a little bit.
Speaking of the fence, somebody was asking me the other day, how deep are they?
They're long.
They are long.
They're long. They used to be, back when they first built this field, strike 2. When they first built this field, everything was a short short porch, so they added to it and made them very long.
That's what the guy was telling me. He said when they first built that,
it was like a little league field.
He said there was home run after home run.
Yeah, a basic fly ball was a home run back when they first put this in, but now you got to hit the ball a ton to get it out of here.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. It's got to be 400, isn't it?
Ooh, I think deep center is at least that. Yes. Oh. 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. Base hit. Nope. Slow roller down to third. And he outruns it. Good. Good run by the number 15 Lawrence, so he's on base.
Not sure if he was playing that to roll foul or
I don't know.
If he just...
That's all right. 2 outs. Let's get one. We got to play. Up to bat is
the batter.
He's a designated hitter, number 20, Rom. Not much of a lead at first base, so Austin can focus on the batter. A little outside of that first pitch.
Did the last night's game, did the umpires explain to Tate why they called that balk?
No. I think he stepped off the wrong way or not correctly or something. He was confused at it and still is. There goes the runner, and hit and run. Ball's out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on number 20, Rom, the designated hitter. Ball in the dirt. Ball in the dirt. Can't find it.
Right there.
So the runner advances to second. 2 outs, bottom of the second, and runner on scoring position for Westfield.
Those little things come back to bite you.
Yes, they do. He's got to be.
They don't want to see that.
Got to get this batter here.
Ooh.
Outside pitch, he went after it, though, and fouled it off. So.
Well, he just got
yeah.
Very little of that.
Enough to keep himself alive.
That's right.
Be nice to get out of the inning because this is the bottom of the order, and then we can start anew in the top with them in the top of the third. Struck him out. Got him. All right, so that's Westfield strands a guy at second. Austin had 3 strikeouts that inning, and we'll take a break.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Welcome back. I want to thank my father, Dennis Hinsdale, for substituting again to start the game today. These 4:15 starts are tough to get to from Erie. So I'm Kyle Hinsdale, joined by Pat Catanese, and we are in the bottom of the second, I think. Is that right, Pat?
Yep, we're 6, 7, and 8 batter right now. Blake Copta at bat. Blake showing bunt, pulls it back, got a ball.
1 ball and 1 strike.
He hit the ball hard the other night when he did that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Lord.
Yes, he did. This is game number 3 of the week, and there's a well-hit ball to center field that's going to drop. And Blake Copta is going to get a leadoff single here to start the bottom of the second inning. And that's going to bring Gabe Roth to the plate.
Mixed up the lineup a little bit earlier. We talked about that early.
Shaking it up a little.
Yeah. I don't mind having Gabe down in here. People don't expect much, and he can hit the ball. Just in a little bit of a slump. He'll come out of it.
Yep. I was mentioning game number 3 of the week for CSP. This is easily the best weather night that we've had.
Absolutely.
And there goes Blake, and he's going to slide in safe.
Safe
so
second.
Stolen base for Blake Copta. And the Wolfpack have a runner in scoring position early here in the bottom of the second. They're going to check back, and Blake is going to slide in safe. Good job by Blake getting back, number 1, and number 2 forcing the throw.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again. Like we've mentioned before, that could get the ball to the outfield in a hurry. There's a
well-hit ball to left field. Left fielder's running back, and he doesn't. His be an RBI for Gabe Roth. So moved him deep into the order, and seemed to pay off there. That was a well-hit ball to left field.
Dennis and I were talking earlier about the depth of this fence here at Panama. That's quite a ways out there.
Yeah,
that might have been out of Clymer or a few other places, I'm thinking.
I agree. All right, Colin Sturgis getting the start at third base today. Stepping into the box for the Wolfpack.
Ball.
Yeah, looked like a high and outside maybe.
Maybe.
So, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. CSP here in the bottom of the second. Facing the Westfield Wolverines today. There's a ball high. We've got another umpire that doesn't want to tell us and there's a check back again to second base.
He'll sometimes holler it out for us, but
really?
Yeah, doesn't want to. We got to teach these guys to turn around and let us see it.
3 balls. Colin Sturgis. Gabe Roth at second base after a stand-up RBI double.
Ball 4 to Colin.
4 pitches, 4 balls, and CSP's got 2 base runners on here with Caden Beckrink, the number 9 hitter in CSP's lineup today. Up next. And there's a well-put bunt down the first base side. And CSP coaching staff wanted the foot pulled, but umpire saw it differently, and so that's out number 1 of the inning. But Caden Beckering did his job, which was to move the base runners over. So now CSP's got second and third with one out.
Yeah. That was a great bunt there, Kyle.
That was. Austin, I think, with a base on balls, a stolen base, and a run scored in the right.
That's true. Oh.
Calling time here for some reason. Now we're ready to go. Austin turns to bunt, and that's not going to work. You got to. So suicide squeeze, the old Bob Newton play, and the first thing that the batter needs to do is make sure he gets bat on the ball there, and unfortunately Austin was not able to do that. So, and Gabe's already committed to going home on a play like that, so he is tagged out at home base for home plate for out number 2 of the inning. And there's a check swing foul. So Austin with 1 ball and 2 strikes, I believe. CSP now just with a runner at second. Colin Sturgis.
Austin needs to get a base hit here. There's a shot.
There's a shot. The fall comes third, and he's going to stand up and score. And Austin's going to be into second with a stand-up RBI double. A little opposite field for Austin White. Bryce Hinsdale is going to step into the box. Bryce with a double, I think, in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, he hit it right down the line, Kyle. He might have thrown up some chalk, but it was a great hit.
There's pitch number 1 is a high ball. 1 ball, no strikes. CSP up 3-0 here in the bottom of the second over Westfield. It's high and outside, I guess.
I guess, too. Like I told Dennis earlier, they got a different view than we do because that looked pretty good from up here.
Here's the 2-0, and right at the knees for strike 1. Might have been a makeup ball there. That ball was low.
Okay, now they're even.
Yep, 2 balls and 1 strike.
No one there.
Pitcher's going to try to do that move, and I don't know if you saw it, Pat, but the Westfield school bus is in pretty bad shape over there.
Yeah, I noticed that walking in. There's a hit to second.
There's a ground ball to second base, and that's going to be out number 3. So CSP leaves 1 on, but they get 2 across the plate. And after 2, CSP leads 3-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this channel comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for Wolfpack Baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Countertop Solutions in Clymer. Go Wolfpack from Countertop Solutions.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro Equipment for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center, serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
Welcome to of Panama Central School here in Panama, New York, where your CSP Wolfpack lead the Westfield Wolverines 3-0 after 2 innings. Austin White getting the call for CSP today on the mound. And we've got some different defensive lineup for CSP today, which I'm sure Dennis and Pat talked about early on, but we're going to see the top of the order here for Westfield. So 1, 2, 3 hitters, Phillips, Russo, and Bratton. And here's the first pitch of the inning, and that's a ground ball to short. Throwing, and he gets him at first. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for CSP in the top of the third, and that's going to bring number 7, Russo, to the plate. Playing short today for
Stand there and wait for it. Should have been charging it, though.
Whoa, that ball was high. Almost looked like maybe Gabe was thinking there was a different pitch coming.
Yeah.
So 1 out here. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter, Russo. There's a swing and a miss on a low inside pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that looked like a nice pitch.
Yep. Nice job by Russo on holding off on that one, because that one definitely looked like one you'd want to hit.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fell off the table. So 2 balls and 1 strike for Austin White. A ball in the dirt for ball 3, so 3 balls and 1 strike. NFL draft tonight, Pat, 8 o'clock, I think. We'll see who our Buffalo Bills select at number 27. It's a base on ball, so Westfield gets their first base runner of the inning. That's going to bring number 9, Bratton.
Bratton hit the ball well.
Playing second base today.
Oh, he had a base on ball the first time at bat.
I think I read, Pat, earlier that the number 27 pick has picked between 11 and 11:30.
Yeah, I won't see it.
There's a foul ball, strike 1.
3:30 comes pretty early in the morning, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to see that. I'll read it. I'll hear about it on the social media and all that. Now we don't even need to watch it.
No,
we'll
that's
know.
true. I like to watch all the players give Roger Goodell a big hug. And here's the pitch. And that ball's low for, I believe, ball 2. I think it's 2 balls and 1 strike. base runner for Westfield at first base, Russo, is getting a fairly good-sized lead, and then an even bigger lead once the ball is pitched. So we'll see if Gabe wants to try to gun him out. And there he goes. There's a and that handcuffed Tate at shortstop, and so that's going to get through to the outfield. So Westfield's got some action here in the top of the third, down 3-0, but they've got one out with runners at first and third, and that's going to bring number 99, Big Fuller, to the plate.
He had a base hit in the first inning, right up the middle, I believe he did.
I would imagine that Bratton at first is going to be running here. That ball's on the outside, so ball one to Fuller. CSP looking to get out of this inning.
Double play ball here would be great.
Yep. There he goes. And there's a hit. Well, right where the Tate was at before he left to go to cover the bag. So there's a RBI single for Fuller to left field, and that's going to make it 3-1 Westfield. And what happened there, Pat, is Tate was covering the bag. When the guy stole, he went to cover it, and that's exactly where Fuller hit it.
I've always believed that you should have the second baseman with a right hand to cover the bag and let the shortstop stay in position.
I was going to let you say that. Yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but I agree with you. All right, that brings number 6, Baum, to the plate, catching for Westfield today. One out here in the top of the third. Westfield's got runners on first and second. And there's a swing and a foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
We need an out here. Need an out.
We do need an out. There's the 1-1. Oof,
for a high pitch.
Swing and a miss, and Gabe tried picking the guy off it.
Ball almost ended up in center field.
Ball almost ended up in second field, is right.
I think Trent should jump up.
Honest with you. There's a swing and a miss, and that's a big strikeout for Austin White. Number inning. And that's going to bring number 00 Stein to the plate for Westfield. 2 outs now here in the top of the third for runners at first and second.
So any bag now.
Yep.
Any bag will get you the third out. So hope they're thinking that when they're out there.
There's a nice curveball there, and that's in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Stein. Here's the pitch. And there's a pop-up. Price, I would think, and he's underneath it. And there is out number 3. So a lazy pop-up caught by the first baseman, Bryce Hinsdale. Westfield leaves 2 on, but they do get their first run of the game across the plate, and it is 3-1 CSP after 2.5. We'll be right back after we pay some bills.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Mosher's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosher's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosherscarpeting.com.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro Equipment for their support.
Welcome. CSP Wolfpack have a 3-1 lead over the Westfield Wolverines as we enter the bottom half of the third inning. And for CSP, it's going to be 3, 4, 5 hitters, which is Trent Burchanowski, Tate Catanese, and Dylan Michael.
So, let's see if we can get something going here in this inning. We let Westfield claw back, get one, so.
And there's a wet hit base by the batsman, so there's a, and there goes Trent to second.
Yes, he was.
So there is a hit to the left field that turns into, normally a single, turned into a double for Trent. And CSP gets the leadoff runner at second, and that's going to bring Tate Catanese to the plate.
Well, he hit that ball in a hurry, didn't he?
Yeah.
The thing was flying.
And unfortunately for us here, we can't see third base from the dugout. Looked like maybe a play that third baseman might have wanted to make, but it was a hard hit.
Yeah. Flew by him.
Yeah. And there's, I think, strike number one to Tate, 1-1.
Base here by Tate will score Trent. Oh, they're going to throw back at Trent. That's going to get him one of these times. They keep doing it. But you got to do it to keep that runner honest.
Brian Willink last year, man, that was his pet peeve. Thrown over to first, and there's a ground ball back to hit Tate at first, and good job by Stein to play not only play his position, but then to look back the runner. And Trent stayed at second and got the out at first. So 1 out. The bottom of the third, that's going to bring Dylan Michael to the plate with Trent Burchanowski at second after a leadoff double. And there it is. And there it is. And unfortunately, Trent wasn't able to get the advance to third, but that's what we've been talking about. Eventually, that ball is going to get to the outfield.
That left fielder, or center fielder, came in quickly to get that. So.
Yeah, it's like he's done it before. And there goes Trent, and we're going to have no idea. And he's safe.
Yeah. That's what
they told us, and that's what we're going with. So stolen base for Trent Burchanowski. Maybe we should get our booth up on top of the dugouts, Pat. And he throws over to first or third, and that ball gets away from the third baseman, but not enough to get Trent home.
All right, Dylan, let's get a base hit here. At least something to the right side of the infield would score Trent.
Yep. Oh, boy. We're going to try twice. No suicide squeeze there. I think Dylan was simply trying to put the bunt down the first base line, I guess. And I don't know what's going on there, but 1 ball, 2 strikes. My here with his mouth open, wondering what in the world's going on here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 5 for 2-2. He apparently is speechless as well.
Just trying to figure out the theory here, I guess.
2-2. There's Dylan Michael is going to be safe at first base with an infield hit, an RBI infield hit. So that makes the score 4-1. Here in the bottom of the step into the box.
Blake double the first inning, or his first at bat.
Yeah.
Scored our first. Or he scored a run too. So see if he can repeat that.
There's first pitch ball outside. We'll see how aggressive Coach Moreno wants to be with Dylan on the base pads. Checks it first. Dylan not with a huge lead over there. There's an inside pitch for a strike, and Dylan's
safe at second.
Kind of a weird situation there at second, but either way, he's safe. So stolen base for Dylan Michael, and that puts a runner in scoring position for Blake Kopta, who I think it's 1-1 here, Pat, but not completely sure. Ball's outside, low and outside.
See if the official gives us any indication. No.
Nope. We're going to go with 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's strike number 2. 2-2. Confirmed.
He let us know.
That ball's outside for a full count. So full count here to Kopta with Dylan Michael at second base. There's ball high, so ball 4. So the Wolfpack with runners at first and second here in the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring Gabe Roth to the plate, who hit a high, towering ball to left field that went over the head of the left fielder with a stand-up double. And there's strike number 1. We have 1 or 2 outs here.
We have 1 out.
1 out.
There's another shot.
And there is a foul shot that almost hit the bus that is down there stuck. No ball here to Gabe Roth, who seems to be on it today.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
That was foul, but that was hit a long ways. And there's it's going to easily, so not Gabe Roth found his batting. He moves down into the order, and that's going to make it 5-1 CSP, still with one out here in the bottom of the third, and Colin Sturgis steps into the box.
He walked his first at bat, but he did score a run, so he got around there. Nice curveball there.
That was a nice curveball. There's strike number one. Ball low and outside for 1-1. Colin getting the start for CSP today at third base. Hot corner. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. 1 ball, 2. Ball low.
2-2.
2-2. 1 out. Gabe Roth at first. Blake Copta at second. There goes Blake. And he's safe. So stolen base for Blake Copta. Gabe did not advance.
I am shocked when he sees that ball.
He's the aggressive one of the group.
Yeah, he'd be going.
And so I don't know if he missed a signal. But now CSP's got first and third. And there goes swing and a miss. And
okay. All right.
2 outs. So 2 outs for the Wolverines here in the bottom of the third. CSP with runners now at second and third. And that's going to bring Caden Beckering to the plate. And there's a curveball that catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. Ball's in the dirt, 1-1. Good stop by the catcher as CSP has runners at third and second. And there's a swing and a miss for Caden for strike two. And there's a ground ball. The first is up and steps on the bag for out number 3. So the Wolfpack straying 2, but they get 2 across the plate, and the Wolfpack lead 5-1 after 3. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
In baseball, these are the moments that bring us to our feet.
But the most important moment happens when we all stand together.
United for a great cause.
So join Major League Baseball and stand up to cancer
as we stand in honor of all loved ones affected by this disease.
I'm Jordana Brewster.
I'm Candace Patton.
Joe Manganello.
I'm Matt Damon. And cancer has in some way touched all of us.
Visit standuptocancer.org/MLB.
Stand up with us.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back to CSP Wolfpack Baseball here on Channel 98.9 and Facebook Live. We want to welcome those listeners and viewers today. coming from Panama, New York. Beautiful spring day. Good day for some baseball.
Best day of the week for it so far.
Yep.
And looking at the forecast, it was a smart move making this today instead of tomorrow.
Yeah, I think did I hear this morning that maybe 10 straight days of rain?
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Just move the deck up a little high. Do it a couple days in a row. All right, here we go.
All right, top of the fourth. Austin White, starting pitcher for CSP, is still on the hill. And number 2, Vacante for Westfield, steps to the plate. There's a swing and a miss, ball in the dirt for strike 1. Vacante playing third base for the Wolverines this afternoon. Here's the 0-1. Austin went right back to the same pitch, and he did not go after that one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ball high, so 2 balls and 1 strike. CSP coming off their first league loss of the year, second overall loss yesterday to Frewsburg in a well-played game. There's a ball 3 balls and 1 strike. We talked about it yesterday, Pat, but I would imagine we'll see that Frewsburg team, the very least, one more time. I would imagine we'll see them twice, and once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. And there's strike on the outside part for strike 2. So full count here to the leadoff batter of the inning for Westfield.
Little action in the bullpen for Westfield. Ball 4.
Ball's low for ball 4.
Yeah, that Frewsburg team, they hit the ball well. Like we just talked, though, we left a lot of guys on the base paths, so we got to work on getting them across to make it a better game.
So leadoff walk for Austin White and the Wolfpack, and that's going to bring number 15 Lawrence to the plate. He squares to bunt. Squares to bunt, and we attempted to get him at first. It was close, but he's in there safe.
Was that a ball or a strike?
I have no idea. I think he called it a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. High and outside for ball 2. Although Austin having a little trouble here finding the strike zone after the leadoff walk, and now down 2-0 to this batter. And that's ball 3, so 3 balls and no strikes to Lawrence, playing left field for Westfield today. He's got one across the plate for strike 1, so 3 balls and 1 strike. Runner at first, 5-1 CSP here in the top of the 4th. There's a swing and a miss, and they might have got him.
Oh, very close, very close. Gabe snaps that ball down there in a hurry.
That one was closer than the first one.
Correct, because that kid didn't slide back in. He just stepped back in. I think it was closer than that official wants it to be.
So full count. Full count here to Lawrence. And there's strike 3 watching. So after being down 3-0, Austin White fights his way back and gets the strikeout for out number 1 of the inning, and that's going to bring number 20, Rom, to the plate.
It's a designated hitter today.
Still with man at first. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Here's the 0-1, and that's a little pop-up to second. Trent's underneath it. I'm not sure what that kid is doing. I think it might have hit
he's going.
And there we got him at second. So that was poor base running there on behalf of Facante. I think, it doesn't matter. He attempted to get to second, and good job by Bryce making the throw down to his buddy Tate, and Tate applying the tag for out number 3. So CSP gets out of the inning after giving up a leadoff walk. No harm, no foul, and after 3.5, it is 5-1 Wolfpack. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center. Serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro
have another
Equipment
bus come over and get their players that got to be at their concert.
Yeah. Welcome back. We were just having a discussion. The Westfield bus here in Panama has managed to get itself massively stuck. Actually surprised that the bus did not tip over on its side. I think the bus driver was trying to turn around, and bad things happened. So there's a ground ball to first, and that's a little easy grounder to the first baseman, who gets it and steps on first. So easy out for the Wolverines to start this bottom of the 4th.
God, we have one of our people watching the game is going to take his pilot down and pull that bus out backwards. Dale Willing's going to take his pilot over there and pull him out. He said, while it's happening.
Yep, good.
I would love to watch that.
We'll do a play-by-play of that sucker.
Absolutely, absolutely. As we watch the rear end of Dale's car come out.
No ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Hinsdale. That's ball high for 2-0. Second batter of the inning for the Wolfpack after Austin White grounded out to first.
That ball looks outside.
Quite a ways outside, but called a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
There's a shot right at the second base.
Right at second base. So line drive out at second base. 2 easy outs here for Westfield to start the bottom of the 4th. And that's going to bring Trent Burchanowski to the plate.
Hit that ball hard. Didn't make the second baseman work hard, though.
No. I don't even think he moved.
No, that's correct.
There's a curveball in for a strike. Trent last inning hit a hard ground ball to third that got by the third baseman, and he was on his wheels and made it all the way to second for a what typically is a single, but into a double, and that ball is well up the field. Hit the fence, hit halfway up the fence, and stayed in, and that's going to be a stand-up double for Trent Burchanowski, who all of a sudden's got his little mojo going with the bat. So good day here from our two seniors that have been struggling at the plate, Trent Burchanowski and Gabe Roth. And that's going to bring Tate Catanese to the plate, yesterday's starting pitcher, who was very efficient and did a nice job in a big situation over in Westfield, or in Frewsburg.
Trent's got a giant lead at second, Kyle.
He's halfway to third.
He could almost just stroll on over to third after the ball's thrown, I'm thinking.
1 ball, no strikes to Tate. And
there comes back at him.
That almost went into the outfield.
I think if that guy would have caught it, it would have hit Trent right in the back.
Yep. Ball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. CSP trying to get a little 2-out lightning here. First 2 batters with fairly easy outs. Ball's in the dirt. Nice job by the catcher for Westfield to stop that. Keep trying at second. And there's strike number 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike, I think, to Tate. Base hit will score a run here. CSP up 5-1.
Out of play.
And that is one Tate would want back, I think.
You're correct.
That ball was pretty juicy. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Need to hit the ball here. Just hit it hard somewhere. Make them field it at least. There's a shot.
There's a hard, well-hit ball to left field. Looks like the left fielder is underneath it, and it's going to be a long fly out for out number 3. So Westfield gets out of the inning, giving up no runs, and we will head to the top of the 5th, where CSP leads 5-1. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Welcome back. I'm Kyle Hinsdale, joined today with Pat Catanese, and we're happy to bring you CSP Wolfpack Baseball here on Channel 98.9. Want to thank our sponsors. give us the opportunity to do this. You hear them on the broadcast a fair amount, so if you're in and around the areas of the sponsors, we encourage you to spend some money at their establishments.
Kyle, we got some changes on the field here today. Grant Lictus is in at catcher. Tate has moved from short to third, and Gabe has gone from catcher to short.
There's a ball high for Austin for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. To the number leadoff hitter for Westfield, Phillips. Here's the 1-0. Ball high. 2 balls and no strikes. Good outing today by Austin, going a full 4 and hopefully a full 5 here. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a foul ball. 2-2.
See it?
I got eyes on that one.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Westfield's leadoff hitter here in the top of the 5th.
Tanner followed that man. He's got eyes on it. There's
a high fly ball to left field, and Dylan Michael is running underneath it and makes the grab for out number 1. So nice job by Dylan fighting the sun and having to run in on it. So good job by Dylan there for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring number 7, Russo, to the plate.
He struck out and had a base on balls, but he scored their run, so let's not let him on the base pass.
One ball, no strikes. And there's a ground ball right back to Austin. He's going to flip it over to Bryce for out number 2. So the Wolfpack making things pretty efficient here in the top of the 5th. And that's going to bring the number 9, Bratton, to the plate.
He had a base hit that last inning. He was up.
Playing second base today. Whoa, that ball's...
I think it was supposed to curve, but didn't do it.
No, it didn't. Good thing he ducked. Or that could have been bad.
Yeah.
1 ball, no strikes.
And nobody in the Westfield dugout yelled, "We got ice."
No.
There's a shot.
A hard hit ball down third that's foul, just foul. That would have been at least a single for sure.
Tate might want to be awake over there at third.
Yep.
Him and Gabe might get some action here.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Nobody on. 1-1. There's a high fastball that Bratton tried to go up and get and was unable to. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The ball in the dirt. Good block by Grant. 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
Off the beaten path here a little bit, Kyle. Looks like there's some rescuers coming for the bus.
Yeah, I think they got another bus coming. Full count here. That ball's inside, so Westfield's going to get a base on balls and get their first base runner of the inning. And that's going to bring big number 99 Fuller to the plate. 2 outs here for CSP. Checks at first. And he's in there safe.
I don't know if that man is still down there digging on that thing. I don't know. If he is, he's tired, and he couldn't drive him home anyway.
If I'm the head of transportation for Westfield and I get that call and I show up over here, I walk up to that thing and say, what in the world were you doing? There's a throw down, and got him. Just missed him. That was a good throw by Grant, and good tag by Trent, but just missed him.
Gabe is getting an explanation why, and I'd like to hear that explanation myself.
So good throw by Grant, just unable to get him, and that's going to put a runner in scoring position for the Wolverines. And there's a ball hit to shortstop. Gabe comes up throwing. Bryce is able to handle it and get the out. So Westfield strands one here in the top of the 5th. CSP does not allow them to score. No runs in that inning, and it is 5-1. CSP will be right back.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Countertop Solutions in Clymer. Go Wolfpack from Countertop Solutions.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro Equipment for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center, serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
Welcome back to Panama, New York, where the Wolfpack of CSP lead Westfield 5-1, and we're going to have a pitching change as we start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Fuller's going to come in to pitch after playing first base most of the day. So new pitcher for the CSP Wolfpack batters to take a look at.
It's like Bratton is going to be at first base. I don't know where they filled in differently here, if they did.
That's number 9, Pat, who I think, is Bratton.
Bratton, yeah.
He was at second. So they got some moving pieces here and defensively for Westfield. And for CSP, we're going to have
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, and 7 come to the plate this inning. So we mentioned it earlier, Pat, that the NFL draft is on tonight. You got any predictions on who the Bills take with the 27th pick?
Oh, well, I was talking to Tate about that last night, and he made a very good point that it depends on who's still on the board, and it's true. I mean, you don't know who's going to move up, move down, any of that.
No, that's right.
I did hear someone today predict that Tennessee's going to move up and take Arizona's pick at 3rd and take Stroud. Even though he didn't do so well on the S2 test or whatever that may be.
Guy from Ohio State.
Yeah.
2 balls and no strikes to Dylan Michael. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Good news, folks. The bus is moving.
How did that happen?
I don't know, but he must have. That guy is. He backed up. There he goes.
Well, anyways, that's pretty intriguing on what's going on there and with the bus. But
and Dylan walks.
Dylan's got to walk, so.
Sorry, folks, if we got distracted there. Looks like we got some action in the bullpen for CSP, too, Kyle.
Yep. So that's going to bring Blake Kopta to the plate, and so CSP gets their leadoff batter on here in the bottom of the 5th, where they lead 5-1. And there's a well-hit ball just beyond second base, and the second baseman goes back and gets it. So nice job there by the second baseman. And I would have told you who it was if they were
number 11.
So that's Phillips.
Okay, so all right. So he went from center field to second.
Yeah. So first out of the inning, and that was not able to advance the runner. So Dylan Michael still sits at first. And Gabe Roth steps to the plate. Gabe hitting the ball really hard today. And Dylan Michael's going to take off, and he's going to be standing up as the ball gets by the catcher. So stolen base for Dylan Michael.
He dug a lot of dirt out of there, Kyle. I got to give that man a lot of credit. He was persistent and stayed with it and got his bus out.
And there's a ball on the outside part of the plate for a strike.
Oh, that's going deep.
That's going in the outfield. They tried picking Dylan off at second, and that ball went to the outfield. And that's going to advance him from second to third. So just a matter of time. And just the final report on the bus, it is out and on.
Ready for students.
Pavement and ready for students. There's a ball in the
nice
dirt.
Grab
nice
by the
job
catcher.
by the catcher, who I still think is Baum for
I agree with
Westfield.
that. Yeah, it looks like that name. I was telling Dennis earlier, it's nice to have their names on there.
Big gap between center and right field, and there's another ball in the dirt. Good job by Baum to stop that with the runner at third. So just to reset, CSP leads 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, CSP with a runner at third. Gabe Roth at the plate, and there's a big swing and a miss. He's screwed himself into the ground there. And there's a one in off second baseman. Phillips makes another great catch. And that is out number 2 of the inning. Two really nice plays by second baseman Phillips there. Particularly that one. He had to backpedal, and made a great catch. So that's going to bring Grant Lictus to the plate for the Wolfpack, with a runner at third and 2 outs. Ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Love to see Grant get a base hit here, Coach. Yeah. Oh, outside.
Ball's on the outside, so 2 balls and no strikes.
This I think Grant has a different helmet on today. He doesn't normally wear red, I don't think.
Yeah, I think from what I understand, there may have been an incident yesterday in the dugout with his other helmet.
Okay.
His other helmet may have found
a crack in it or something?
Yeah, I think so, after it had met the floor a couple times.
Okay.
That ball high.
4 balls.
So that's going to be a base on ball for Grant Lictus. So CSP with runners at first and third with 2 outs. And that's going to bring Caden Beckrink to the plate. Would imagine Grant's going to be running here.
Yeah. Good thing he didn't throw that ball, Kyle, or that ball would have been over to the fence.
Even over here.
Coach White is upset.
Wow. Dan's getting away with a lot over there at first base, I could tell you that.
Well, there's no technical fouls.
No.
Yeah.
There is a ball low, so 1 ball, no strikes to Caden Beckrink. CSP leading 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners at first and third. And there goes Grant, and that's going to be a pass ball, and here comes Dylan Michael, and he's going to be in safe. So stolen base for Dylan Michael and Grant Lictus, and CSP is going to extend their lead to 6-1. So again, runner in scoring position. 2 balls and no strikes. It's a ball outside, so Fuller now 3-0 to Caden Beckrink. Austin White on deck for the Wolfpack. That ball is outside.
Well, back to the bus thing, Kyle. I see where the supervisor of the game today from Panama Central is down there making sure they're raking it up perfectly.
Well, that's good.
Well,
that's good.
That's good. You're not getting out of here without filling that hole.
No. First and second for CSP, and Austin White comes to the plate. 6-1 Wolfpack. And there's going to be a third. Stolen base for Grant Lictus. And one on the throw down to third, Caden Beckrink went to second. So second and third for the Wolfpack. See if Austin can get 2 RBIs here. And there was a strike on the outside part.
What do we got, 1-1, Kyle?
Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ball in the dirt, and here's
Grant's
a pass ball. Get down, Grant. Attaboy. Grant's going to score on the pass ball. Getting dirty. And that's going to advance Dylan Michael to third. 3 balls and no strikes to the batter, Austin White. And that's going to make it 7-1 Wolfpack.
Grant was not going to be denied on that one.
Nope.
He was coming.
You have 1 out or 2 outs, Pat?
I believe there's 1. 2.
2 outs.
Yeah. Both the second basemen made 2 great plays.
That's right. And there's a ball. I must have had it wrong. So I think it must be 3 balls and 1 strike.
Not that we can see him, but I believe we have a runner at third, right,
we do.
Katie?
Yeah, we do.
That was a slow curve right there.
A slow curve for sure. So full count to Austin White. Wolfpack have a runner at third. Here's the payoff pitch. And that's a high fly ball to second base, and that's going to be out number 3. CSP puts 2 across the plate and lead 7-1 after 5. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new heat-treated and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Mosher's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosher's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosherscarpeting.com.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro Equipment for their support.
Welcome back to Panama, New York, where CSP Wolfpack lead 7-1 here in the top of the 6th. Austin White's gone 5 strong innings, and he's going to come out, even though there was some development and some action in the CSP bullpen. Austin White's going to get the ball to start the top of the 6th. We've got 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Westfield as they look to try to chip away at this lead. Ball high. 1-0.
I've made a mistake in the book here.
What'd you do?
I had Fuller grounding out to short. That's correct. That is correct. He grounded out to short.
He grounded out to short?
Yeah, my book reads that way too.
Yeah.
See, I told you I didn't make a mistake.
All right, so looks like the understanding is that it's just a yeah. I thought it was an out, Pat, but
that's what I thought too.
It's not. So the batter steps in. He has the count that the other batter had. So it's now 2 balls and no strikes to Baum.
When did that rule change?
I don't know. We'll have to get some detail on that one after in the post game report.
That's always been an out as far as I can remember. But, okay, so I was correct here? Good.
Yeah, you were right. You were right. 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, there's a strike on the outside part for 3-1. Yeah, I don't know, Pat, if that's something new or if that's something they agree to at the start of the game. I don't know. There's a ball high for ball 4. So leadoff walk here in the top of the 6th, and that's going to bring 0-0 Stein, today's starting pitcher for Westfield, who's been relieved, comes to the plate. We'll see how aggressive Westfield wants to be. Down 7-1. That ball is in the dirt. Good stop by Grant. Keeps the runner at first. We'll see if Coach Moreno, how long he's going to go with Austin here. Austin checks first. There's the 1-0, and that's a ball high. Two 2-0. You checking the rule book?
I am, absolutely.
2 balls and no strikes. Runner on first for Westfield. And there's a ball. It gets away from Grant, and that's going to advance the runner. So a runner in scoring position at second base. 3 balls and no strikes.
It's true. It is true.
There's one for a strike. So 3-1 to Stein. There's a ball outside. So walk number 2 of the inning, and Westfield's got runners at first and second with no outs, and that's going to bring to the plate Picante, number 7 hitter for the Wolverines. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. If you're CSP, you want to try to keep this 7-1 lead and then try to get 4 runs in the 6th inning. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. If you're Austin here, you want to keep living there on the outside part of the plate. Seems like a good spot. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's a strike on the inside part of the plate, so he's moving it around really well, and that is strikeout number 1 here in the inning, and out number 1. And that's going to bring Lawrence, number 15 Lawrence, into the box. Ball low, 1-0. Westfield with runners at first and second. There's a ball low. I think it's 2 balls and no strikes.
Austin may want to, even though this isn't normal, Austin may want to take a peek at that kid at first. He's quite a ways off the bag.
Wow, he is, isn't he?
Yes.
And there's ball 3, so 3 balls and no strikes. First 2 batters are on because of base on balls. So we'll see. Hopefully Austin can fight his way back here. You are absolutely right, Pat. Wow. There's a strike for strike one. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Just give him a quick look or something, because he is way off that bag.
Heck, you're up 7-1. I'd throw it.
Yeah.
That's inside for ball 4, so that's 3 straight walks for Austin White here in the top of the 6th. And I believe we're going to see a mound visit from Coach Moreno and a pitching change.
So here's what I found, Kyle. The improper batter is still at bat. If you confirm that the player currently at bat is an improper batter, you must do 2 things. First, send the improper batter who is currently at bat back to the dugout. That's what they did.
Makes sense.
Next, call the proper batter to the plate. The proper batter assumes the count. If that was, yeah. That's it. Play on. No penalty if the infraction is discovered while the improper batter is still at bat.
Do you think at one point, it had to have been at one point in time that it was an out? Otherwise, we wouldn't be thinking that, right?
You're correct.
Usually, my Uncle David Hinsdale is he's a big rules guy, so I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's listening, and I'm sure he knows the answer. So if you know the answer to that, Uncle David, feel free to post in the comment section on Facebook, and we'll be able to take a look at it. But we are going to get a pitching change here after Austin White goes 5 1/3 of 1-run baseball, really efficient for Austin today. That's going to bring in Bryce Hinsdale. So all 4 of our main pitchers getting innings this week. Gabe went 5 innings on Tuesday, and yesterday it was Tate and Blake Kopta pitching 6 innings or 7 innings in, I guess it ended up being 6, right? 6 innings in Frewsburg. And then looks like we're going to see Austin and Bryce today. So to be honest with you, Pat, I've not looked I probably should. I should look and see what our schedule looks like next week.
Next Tuesday and Thursday. I think it's Pine Valley at home. And I don't remember who Thursday is. And then Saturday is Maple Grove at Maple Grove.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That sounds good. That Pine Valley game is scheduled in Clymer.
Okay.
But who knows? This thing changes every day, right?
But then who's the Thursday game?
And then Thursday we play Brockton in Clymer.
Okay. So the next 2 will be in Clymer.
Yep. And then we're on the road Saturday.
In Bemis?
At Maple Grove in Bemis, yep.
But if it holds true that you said there's 10 days of rain, we might not see any of that.
That's right. That's right. So, all right, Bryce comes in with, I believe, the bases loaded.
No outs.
So a little bit of a tough situation. And there's a swing and a miss. We've got, this is number 3. I do not have number 3 on my roster. Maybe it's Corbett. I think it's Corbett. And that ball's on the outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Corbett. 7-1 CSP, but bases loaded here with no outs. Good block there by Grant, keeping the ball in front of him.
Yep.
And that's going to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. No place to put him, so you got to make him a hitter. Throw strikes. Ball outside, so 3 balls and 1 strike. So Austin White has 3 straight walks to load the bases, and whatever he was on, he gave it to Bryce, because now Bryce has got 3 and 1. And there is walk number 4 of the inning. So 4 straight walks of Westfield batters, and it is now 7-2 Wolfpack. And it's going to bring number 11 Phillips to the plate. Not the time to not be able to find the strike zone, that's for sure.
Kyle, I may be wrong. There may be one out. That Varsity struck out.
That's right. Yep, one out. One ball, no strikes. That ball's outside for 2-0, so at this point in time, he's nowhere near the strike zone. With bases loaded, no place to put him again. That ball's in the dirt.
Come on, Bryce, let's go.
3 balls and no strikes. This could become a problem, Pat. And there is 4 straight balls. So 8 pitches for Bryce Hinsdale through 2 batters, 7 balls, and that spells trouble. And you've got 7-3 CSP with 5 straight walks.
Yeah.
3 by Austin, 2 by Bryce. And
no, there was a strikeout mixed in there, Kyle.
Was there?
Yeah.
Russo comes to the plate, number 2 hitter for Westfield. And there's a ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ground ball to third that is just foul. So Bryce ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 6th, where CSP leads 7-3. Here's the 1-2. Ball's in the dirt.
Good block
by Grant there. Two and 2. And there's a ball hit to Austin, who catches it and then gets a double play. So good job by Janowski. Hard hit ball is short. Austin with the catch. Trent, aware of the situation, covers second, and CSP gets themselves out of a pretty good-sized jam here in the top of the 6th. Westfield gets 2 across the plate to make it 7-3 after 5.5. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
In baseball, these are the moments that bring us to our feet.
But the most important moment happens when we all stand together.
United for a great cause.
So join Major League Baseball and stand up to cancer
as we stand in honor of all loved ones affected by this disease.
I'm Jordana Brewster.
I'm Candace Patton.
Joe Manganiello.
I'm Matt Damon. Cancer has in some way touched all of us.
Visit standuptocancer.org/MLB.
Stand up with us.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back, where CSP leads 7-3 over the Westfield Wolverines as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. And Bryce Hinsdale is going to be the leadoff hitter here in the 6th, and he's going to look at strike number 1. CSP looks to, that ball is inside. So 1-1 to Bryce. CSP looks to put their leadoff man on. Ball's outside for 2-1.
That umpire scared me a little bit with that. I thought he was going to call that a strike.
Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Bryce hits it right up. Going to be a base hit. So single for Bryce Hinsdale here in the bottom of the 6th, and the Wolfpack have the leadoff runner on, and that's going to bring Trent Burchanowski to the plate. Check over to Bryce at first, slides in safely. Trent's hit the ball hard all day long, and there goes Bryce. And that's going to be a stolen base for Bryce Hinsdale. There's a duck on the pond for Trent Burchanowski.
Any run would be nice right now, Kyle.
Yep.
You know?
Full insurance.
Oh.
Ball's inside. 2 balls and no strikes, I think. And that's a ball well hit to center field. Center fielder makes the grab. Good job by him out there.
Yeah,
Bryce went halfway and goes back to second. So, well hit ball. But a lot of room out there. And then left and center fielder was able to make the grab. So that's going to bring it's one out now. Runner at second, and that brings Tate Catanese to the plate.
There
goes Bryce to third. And so pass ball on the pickoff move advances the runner to third.
All right, let's go. He's right there, Tate.
So Tate can knock his buddy in here with a hit to the right side of the field of any sorts. And ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. 7-3 Wolfpack lead over the Wolverines from Westfield. And that's a high fly ball, shallow center. He caught it. Let's see, he's got to get down, Bryce. Bryce is safe. That was quite the play there. That was a heck of a throw by the center fielder. It was a really great throw by the center fielder. Good job by Bryce tagging up and made a great play at home to avoid the tag. And so that is an RBI flyout for Tate Catanese after having 5 of them on Tuesday night. That brings Dylan Michael to the plate with 2 outs. And the base is empty.
That center fielder made a heck of a play there. I didn't think he was going to get to that.
Nope. Well, he slipped when he tried to come in. His back foot slipped, and but he was still able to make the play.
That's that Stein kid. He's the pitcher, the starting pitcher. He's out there playing a great center field.
There's a foul tip.
Good cut by Dylan.
For strike number 2, so 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I'm sitting here wondering if we're ever going to have a game where we don't have to wear a hoodie and a jacket.
There will be. It's just going to be a little bit later. Probably not until June. And there's a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hopefully we're playing
when it's hot.
When it's hot, yep. That means we're making a playoff run. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And
he waited for that. Well-hit ball. Ooh,
he ran
center
in.
Fielder came in and then went backwards. So after making a great play, you know, I think that center fielder's in a little bit of distress, Pat. I don't know, maybe a groin issue or something, but he's hunched over quite a bit. And either way, that was a well-hit ball by Dylan Michael. And it's going to be a stand-up double and brings Blake Kopta to the plate.
And they don't look like they're going to try to keep Dylan close to the bag here.
There's a strike at the letters for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to the CSP senior from Clymer, Blake Kopta. That ball's in the dirt. Good stop by Baum behind the plate.
Good eye by Blake there.
Yeah, that was close. 2-1 or 2-2? I know there's 2 balls.
I think there's only 1 strike. So
2
let's
balls
go
and
2-1. Yeah.
3 ball inside. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, it was verified by the umpire.
Ball outside, and that's ball 4, so.
Blake was moving before that thing got even close to the plate.
I know.
All right.
So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, CSP's got a little 2-out lightning going with runners at first and second and bringing Gabe Roth. And they got him there. That was pretty tricky. So they picked off Dylan Michael at second base. And that is going to bring a conclusion to the 6th inning, where CSP leads 8-3. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center. Serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
This broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is provided by Land Pro Equipment, the area's authorized John Deere dealer, located at 1756 Lindquist Drive, Faulkner, and 8926 West Main Street in Clymer. Online at landproequip.com. They specialize in agriculture, lawn and garden, and light industrial equipment. The Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream thanks Land Pro Equipment for their support.
Welcome back, where 3 outs will get win number 6 on the season for the CSP Wolfpack as they lead Westfield 7-3.
8-3, Kyle.
8-3,
Yeah.
That's right. They just scored 8-3.
So, Kyle, you talked about this earlier. What's your thoughts on tonight's draft?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they went defense. They don't have a single defensive lineman under contract after this upcoming season. So there's a swing and a miss for strike one. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they went defensive line. I do think if we're going to see a DeAndre Hopkins trade, I think we'll see it either tonight or tomorrow night. There seems to be a lot of – there's a foul ball. So Bryce is up early, no balls and 2 strikes. There seems to be a lot of chatter about DeAndre Hopkins becoming a Buffalo Bill, and so we will see that. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen tonight or tomorrow night, I would think, because they're going to want to pick this year. And there's a fly ball to left field, and that was well hit over Dylan Michaels' head, and that's going to be Bratton's going to go in and have a stand-up double. So Westfield gets the leadoff batter of the inning on base and in scoring position, and that's going to bring Fuller to the plate for the Wolverines. I also could see Buffalo going wide receiver if that Hopkins deal is not as solid as they think it is. Then maybe they go wide receiver in the first round. There's a swing and a miss for strike one. Bryce at least finding the strike zone this inning. Ball just on the outside part of the plate. 1-1.
Yeah, that guy on second doesn't hurt us any. So
no.
Let's get after the batters.
There's a foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Fuller. See if Bryce can do this on his own here. There's another one. So Fuller's making him work for it. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Colin Sturgis might as well stand right back there and keep getting these here. There you go, Bryce.
Swing and a miss for strike 3 on the fastball. So strikeout number 1 for Bryce Hinsdale, and that's out number 1 of the inning. And that's going to bring number 6, Baum, to the plate, today's catcher for Westfield. Ball's in the dirt. Good stop by Grant to keep the runner at second. One ball, no strikes. Ball just inside for 2-0. Westfield with a runner at second after a double. There's a foul ball.
I told you Collins should have stayed back there. There it is, another one.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, we've had the last 2 nights have been a little chilly and windy, and now I see the wind starting to pick up for us again tonight.
Yeah.
Hate to go a night without a little wind. What are we going to do with ourselves tomorrow night?
2 balls and 1 strike. There's a strike pitch on the inside part of the plate for strike number 2. 2-2. Here's the 2-2, just on the outside part of the plate. So full count to Baum. Number 5 hitter for the Wolverines. And that's ball number 4. So base on ball. And that's going to bring 00 Stein to the plate. Today's starting pitcher for Westfield. One out here. Runners on first and second. There's a curveball for a strike 1. Bryce has been ahead of all 3 hitters here this inning, but has been unable to put them away. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2, so ahead early. No balls and 2 strikes to Stein, number 6 hitter.
That was a good pitch there. He had him spinning on that one.
Here's the 0-2, and Stein stays alive with the foul tip. No balls and 2 strikes. Ball outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
As we stand up here on the hill, Kyle, you can see the buds on the trees are starting to come out, and spring is starting to really get here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty. That's deep.
Foul ball on the third base line. Stein helped him out a little bit. That ball was high. Went up and got it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. CSP leading 8-3 here in the top of the 7th inning.
There's a good pitch.
There's a foul down the right field line.
All right, 2, let's go. Finish.
Stays 1-2. Wonder what time their concert starts tonight, Pat.
Well, I hope it's not 7.
They're not going to make it.
No.
And there's another foul ball down third base side. So Stein making Bryce work for it here. Stays at 1-2.
If I was Tate, I think I'd stand right on the bag here.
Yeah.
Got it. That's a nice pitch.
Nice curveball there, and that's strikeout number 2 of the inning for Bryce Hinsdale. So CSP now 1 out away, and that's going to bring number 44 pinch hitter Katie to the plate, lefty on lefty. Bugs are starting to come out too, Pat. Although I don't think they're as bad as the other night when we were up here. All right, 8-3 CSP here in the top of the 7th. 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Westfield. There's strike number 1 to Katie. Austin White going 5 1/3 here today. Bryce coming in for relief. Ball outside for 1-1. There's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Katie.
Let's have Bryce get this one on his own.
Yeah.
And that'll end the game, I bet. Oh, staying alive.
He stays alive for the foul tip. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And Bryce steps off, wanting to make sure that they don't get back in time for that concert.
Yeah, I wonder how many boys were involved in that.
Here's the 1-2, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that ends the top of the 7th and ends the game as CSP notches another W in the win column as they defeat the Westfield Wolverines 8-3. We had some timely hitting, and more importantly, probably, Pat, we had some hitting from guys that have been struggling the last few games.
Yes,
in
Gabe
Roth and Trent Burchanowski.
Yep.
And so hopefully that spells good things moving forward, because we're going to need those two if we're going to do anything as the year progresses and as we get into the playoffs. We're going to need those two to produce for us for sure.
Absolutely,
so.
Absolutely. And yes, they hit the ball hard tonight. They look confident at the plate. So, yeah, and I think, even Blake Cope just hitting the ball well. Grant, I'm glad to see him back in there.
Yep.
Felt good about himself. So, yeah, I think we're going to be okay. They need a few days off to be, rest and get away from each other for a few days. And we'll be back at it next week. So, like you said, we got 2 at home next week and then an away game. So
CSP finishes the week 2-1, beating Chautauqua Lake Tuesday night, winning tonight and getting beaten last night by Frewsburg. And as we mentioned earlier, the schedule for upcoming week is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday and Thursday are in Clymer, Saturday in Bemis Point Elementary School. I'm going to guess those games on if it's Pine Valley, I'm guessing the game on Tuesday probably starts at 5.
Probably.
The game on Thursday probably starts at 4:45. So, but just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout Facebook page for that information. But for Tate Catanese, I'm Kyle Hinsdale, CSP with a 8. What did I say, Tate?
Tate, yeah.
For Pat Catanese, I am Kyle Hinsdale, CSP with an 8-3 victory over the Westfield Wolverines. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week on CSP Wolfpack Baseball.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Channel 989 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is presented by J. Edwards Insurance in Panama and Jamestown, Mosher Carpeting in Clymer, Land Pro Equipment in Clymer and Falconer, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, the Cornerstone Restaurant in Sherman, Clymer Hardware and Home Center.com, Triple E Manufacturing, TripleEMFG.com, Countertop Solutions, and by Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer, LictusOilandPropane.com. Tune in next time for all the action of CSP Wolfpack Baseball.